This song is based on my own life. I am not speaking for everybody. ADHD, PTSD, and complex personality disorder patterns do not hit every person the same way. For me, they do not stand in separate rooms, they collide. One part wants to run forward. One part hears danger everywhere. One part does not even know who I am supposed to be. Therapy can help people, it matters. But I never knew how to speak in those rooms. So before I had words, I had music.
ADHD puts sparks in the bloodstream, fast thoughts in a cracked up drum machine. PTSD may safe rooms feel unseen. One loud sound in the past hit front screen. Complex patterns split the mask. New face, new place, new role, new task. I can build all day, then break it in half like my own hands drag me back to the past. One part said move, one part said hide. One part said you do not deserve what you tried. One part watched doors, one part watched eyes. One part made songs just to stay alive. Not a movie, not a costume, not an act. 3 storms wide through one nervous track. Fast brain, fear frame, self-worth cracked. I found rhythm in the wreckage I had.
When words went wrong, the beat stayed clear. When I could not speak, I learned to hear. What tried to break me inside my mind became the sound I used to climb. I turned it into sound, turned the weight into drums, turned the fear into bass. When the bad days come, I turned it into fire, turned the scars into lines. Not cured, not perfect, but the storm is mine. If my head runs wild, I make it move the crowd. If my fear gets loud, I turn it into sound.
When home got drunk and the hands came down, music stayed close when no one came around. School got cool and they pushed me down. Still I heard bass in the background. Grew cone walls and locked up doors. Music still found me on cold floors. Prison felt endless, concrete is small. One beat in the cell, put cracks in the wall. I never had someone safe to run to. Never had a voice I could really trust through. So I kept pain where the drums could cut through. Made every scar into something to use. Music never asked me to prove my facts. Never sat cold while I studied my cracks. Never made trauma a courtroom act. It hit in my chest and the silence hit back. No crossed arm, no fake observation. No forced talk, no clean explanation. Just bass in the ribs like a foundation. Summer king shelter, blood translation.
Words went wrong, the beat stayed clear. When I could not speak, I learned to hear. What tried to break me inside my mind became the sound I used to climb. I turned it into sound, turned the weight into drums, turned the fear into bass. When the bad days come, I turned it into fire, turned the scars into lines. Not cured, not perfect, but the storm is mine. If my head runs wild, I make it move the crowd. If my fear gets loud, I turn it into sound.
Steady sound like survival mechanics. Rap flows, rock tones, bassline panic. Hard kicks, dark strings, broken dynamics. Mixed broken pieces till pain turned magic. Not random noise that is trained intuition. Years of listening became composition. Every new style gave the chaos position. Every heart switch gave the storm direction. Hyperactive mode, gift tempo, pin to give tension. When the lights go low, shift an identity, give voice to their role. 3 broken signals in the control flow. Heartbeat kick when the trauma gets near. Sub bass drops when I swallow that fear. Fast switch flow when the thoughts interfere. Harmony hook when the pain turns clear. I do not praise the wound, I do not bless the blade. I do not call the hell, I live through fate. But if it lives in me, then I shape that weight. Make the K shake till it sounds like a gate.
This is not me saying pain is beautiful. It is not. This is not me saying therapy is wrong. Therapy can save lives. For me, music was the first place where I did not have to explain perfectly. I could listen. I could feel. I could understand myself without being interrupted. And piece by piece, the things that worked against me became tools in my head. Became tools in my hands.
moves through me. Bad days still know my address, still get trapped in my head like a bad test. Still got storms in my chest, I confess, but now I got drums for the ribs compressed. I got bass for the weight, rhyme for the rage, melody lines for the locked up cage, flows for the thoughts that refuse to behave in the whole damn world from the pain I survive. This is not a cure, this is a craft, not a clean road, but a usable path. I took what kept pulling me down to the ground and taught that darkness how to carry sound. I turned it into sound, turned the weight into drums, turned the fear into bass. When the bad days come, I turned it into fire, turned the scars into lines. Not cured, not perfect, but the storm is mine. If my head runs wild, I'm making move the crowd. If my fear gets loud, I turn it into sound. I turn it into sound. Let the whole room feel it now. What once broke me down is the reason I build loud. I never had the perfect words. I still do not. But I had songs. I had sound. And now I have Chase beside me. Maybe that is why I hold on so hard. Because for once, something stayed without asking me to become somebody else.